What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new gun guide. If you didn't know, I'm making a gun guide with every single gun in Delta Force, but also I'll be updating gun guides if I find a better build, which I found today. We got the CI-19, which I've already done a video on, but this one's definitely better. I'm gonna replace this video with the one that I have in my gun guide playlist already. So all the videos you will see in my gun guide playlist are always the updated ones, and this is my first update. We have the CI-19. I checked out the build, I played with it again, and I found something way better. Check this out. It is way more beamy right now. As you can see, the ADS speed isn't the greatest, but you can counter that when you use the tactical stance. You can really shoot quickly with the tactical stance and still be pretty accurate, as you can see right there. So, a updated guide. Again, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any of the guides. I'll be showing you guys some clips, and then we're going to get into the attachments.
Ready.
Oh, I thought I was going to survive that with E.
Strategic beacon to deploy.
Taken objective Alpha 2.
Ready.
Allied troops engaging at objective Alpha 1.
So here we have it, the updated CI-19. There is a couple of different things here. I used the AP5000 reflex sight, which worked great. But any of the red dot sights work well as well. I really like the panoramic red dot sight, as I do on most of my weapons. However, it is definitely worth trying the reflex sight, which I wouldn't really recommend on a lot of guns. But this one's quite nice. So onto the stock, we went with the stable stock to counter the stability and control. This is, I think I had the elite light stock here, or the 416 light stock. You definitely need more stability on this gun than I previously thought you did. Then with the rear grip, we went with control and handling. You lose a bit of stability here, but the Type Vanguard light grip, you need to counter a little bit of the handling. As you could see in the firing range, the ADS speed of this gun isn't the greatest. It's definitely a little bit more fitted for A little bit of a slower playstyle, but if you're great with the tactical stance, it's still gonna be really good. Of course, we got the drum mag. We'll show it. By standard, you have 30 rounds. You definitely want to have that drum mag. This is very important. Use the resonant ergonomic grip. Makes a huge difference to the recoil pattern of your gun. Makes it so much easier to get kills from longer range. Then here is also a difference. I used the silencer. I got rid of that. Poseidon flash hider, much better, much better. You don't lose any of the stability or handling with this. You lose a tiny bit of handling, but not as much as you did with the suppressor I was using. So Poseidon flash hider, way more consistent, way better recoil control. So for all the rails or the hand grips guards, I use the control one. So the Ranger hand guard. If you have the right setup, you should be able to toss 5 on them on your gun. And I've used them all to increase the control on this gun. You can also go with stability, and if you don't mind the slow ADS speed, you could even go with the modular handguard panel. But this is what I personally preferred the most, the Ranger handguard with increased control. Then with the laser, what is very important to use a color that you can actually see very clearly. I was using purple and blue, and I was sometimes struggling to see it. I'm gonna try out green, which I might like even better. But you can also see this color maybe a little bit easier through smokes. But I noticed when you use tactical stance a lot, which is important on this gun, that you use tactical stance in those close range situations, is that you can clearly see your laser, because you're literally just aiming with where your laser is aiming at. So you don't have a crosshair anymore, you don't have a middle of the screen. So if you have a laser on there, you're going to be able to use tactical stance, and then you're basically just aiming off that laser side. So very important to use the right color laser. Gas block, this is a interesting attachment with the CI-19. Definitely go with the increased rate of fire. It makes a huge difference in your time to kill with this gun, up close but also from range. And then the barrel, this is an interesting one. I think I was using the other one before, I'm not 100% sure, but the new Leviathan tactical long barrel lose a lot of handling and a lot of accuracy, but you kind of counter it with some of the other attachments. But it's very important to have that full control stability, and also the range and muzzle velocity is kind of countering the increased rate of fire attachment, because you lose range and velocity if you use the high-speed gas block. You can see it range velocity, so you kind of counter that out. So handling on this gun isn't the greatest, but the control really is. Important on this weapon are the calibrations. I'll quickly go through them. Of course, if you copy the code, you should have the exact same, but I'm just going to quickly show them. Here you go. Extra control, extra fire, stability. The stability on this gun isn't the greatest. You lose ADS speed though. You could definitely counter this one out if you don't like it, if you think it already has enough control. Rear grip here, extra control, again, definitely a must. Then the foregrip, we went with extra control, lower ADS speed, again. And with the barrel, we went with increased ADS speed, but you don't lose any of the control. You use a little bit of velocity and ADS movement speed. So it's a little bit more of a slower build, this one, but it's definitely a lot more beamy. And it's definitely up there with the M4A1, which I class as the best gun in the entire game. Just might be a little bit slower. So there you go, that is it. The link for the build, you need to import that. Let me quickly show you. You go to Loadout, you go to import, put the link here. This will be the link, should be able to put it right here. Be sure to max out the gun and you will have the exact same build.